Hello students, this is my main lecture which I have previously recorded, that cell structure and microorganisms. So in this chapter we are going to discuss more deeply about cell and microorganisms. Okay, so now we are going to that particular page number. I think that page number is 71. Okay, so let's go to page number 71. So this is our page number 71, and I have already told you all basic concept in this particular page, that what is cell and how our body is formed with the help of this cell. Means cell makes tissues, tissues makes organ makes organ system, and that organ systems makes whole body. Okay, now we are going to see how we can see that particular cell. Okay, so with the help of microscope, compound microscope, we can see cell. Okay, so here that information is given, that who invented this particular microscope. That one scientist name is given here, that Anton van Leeuwenhoek, who discovered this compound microscope in 1673. Okay, so here one eyepiece is there. So with the help of this eyepiece, what happened? We can see that particular cell. Okay, so one activity is also given here, that activity of onion cell, which we can see in this particular compound microscope. So now that activity you can do in your school, so that we are not taking. So now we are going to see how this cell size is different in different types of cells. Okay, so let's see what they are saying in this particular point. Cell size. There is great variation in shapes of cells. Their shapes are mainly related to their function. Okay, so basically, on the basis of function, there are what we can say different types of cells are found in our body. Okay, so uh, so there are different types. We can see here also on this particular page, that in diagram 11.4, that amoeba, red blood cells, then surface cells, spirogyra, fat cell, egg cell, sperm, bone cell. These are different. These are in different shapes. Okay, so means some are of circular type, some are of rod shape, some are of columnar, some spiral, some oval, etc. Okay, so each cell contains various components for carrying out of the life processes, and that we are going to see now. Okay, so which components are these? Okay, so here plant cell and animal cell is given. Okay, so with the help of comparison, we can see which components are present in plant cell and which components are present in animal cell. Okay, so this cell wall is exclusively present in what? Plant cell. Means cell wall is present only in plant cell. Okay, animal cell doesn't have any kind of cell wall. Okay, after that, cell membrane is there. Okay, so cell membrane is outermost part of animal cell. And here, cell wall is the outermost part of plant cell. Okay, so that in plant cell there is also cell membrane present, but that will be second last part. Okay, so after that there is cytoplasm. These are main three components, three to four. Okay, so first we have already studied about cell wall. Cell wall is the outermost covering of a cell, which is present only in plant cells. Okay, then after that, plasma membrane. Okay, so plasma membrane is like what we can say that synonym for cell membrane. Okay, so plasma membrane is particularly cell membrane. Okay, then after that, there is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm means what? That liquid present in the cell, okay, which is scattered inside the cell. Okay, then after that, these cell organelles are there. Okay, in our body, there are organs. Okay, and inside the cell, there are cell organelles like a nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, mitochondria, vacuoles, plastids. Okay, so here also some cell organelles present only in plant cell and some cell organelles are absent in animal cell. Okay, that also we are going in some another lecture. Okay, so now we are going to see what are the microorganisms. Okay, so microorganisms are those organisms which we can't see with our naked eyes. Okay, so this particular concept is microorganisms. Microorganisms are those organisms, small organisms which we can't see with our normal eyes. Okay, so for seeing these particular microorganisms we need microscopes. Okay, so that all other concepts like occurrence of microorganisms and nature of microorganisms, growth of microorganisms, and harmful and useful microorganisms, and then this lesson will be over. Okay, so that we are going to see in this particular lecture. Let's see occurrence of microorganism. So here they are saying where these microorganisms are present. These microorganisms are present in air, water, soil, food, sewage, garbage, blah blah blah. Okay, so anywhere, everywhere, these microorganisms are present. So, air, water, soil, food, sewage, anywhere or everywhere, these microorganisms are present. So, some examples are amoeba, paramecium. Okay, so they makes colonies. Okay, like we humans also makes colonies for what living unite. So, like that this particular microorganisms also lives in colonies. Okay, so some microorganisms also lives on the dead plants and animals. Okay, for decaying process. Okay, for decaying that particular microorganisms are there, means after that death of any plant or animals, what happened, that decomposition happens with the help of these microorganisms. Then, nature of microorganisms. So, here they are saying about varieties of microbes also in 11.7. uh, figure number 7.7. Then after that, so here one cell is given, prokaryotic cell. So first of all, we should know what is this prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic means primitive cell. Now, what is this primitive? Means that when our earth is formed, what happened? That basic cells are formed, and these basic cells are prokaryotic cells. Bacho. Okay, so that only they are saying here. That particular diagram is here. That these prokaryotic cells are not that much developed. Okay, developed. Okay, prokaryotic cells doesn't have that much development in their body. Okay, that only given in this particular point. Okay, so some basic components like nuclear membrane, then cytoplasm, the nucleoid, okay, are are only present, and some other important uh organelles like nucleus is not that much developed. Bacho. Okay, then growth of microorganisms. How these microorganisms uh reproduce. Okay, so that only they are saying in this particular point, growth of microorganisms. Okay, so each microorganism needs a specific environment for growth and reproduction. Many microbes need oxygen for their growth, whereas some microbes can grow without oxygen. Okay, so means some microorganisms need oxygen for reproduction, and some does not require any kind of oxygen. Okay, so that some microorganisms can live any kind of situation, any extreme situation, like in glaciers, like in any hot temperature, they can survive. Okay, so after that, uh, some useful microorganisms are also there, like that curd, how this curd is formed with the help of what lactobacillus bacteria. This we can form this particular curd, means milk is converted into curd with the help of lactobacillus bacteria. Okay, and this happens with the help of this procedure known as fermentation. Then after that, with the help of this useful bacteria, we can mix vaccines also. We can mix antibiotics also. Penicillin is one of the important antibiotic which we can form with the help of microorganism. Okay. Then after that, some harmful microorganisms are also there. Okay. Means because of that particular microorganism, what happened that we feel ill. Okay, so that kind of microorganisms are also there, like sometimes what happen, we eat some roadside food, and after that we feel uneasy. Why this happens? Because that some microbial activity is happened in that particular food, and we consume that particular food. Okay, and because of that we feel that kind of anxiety, and this happens because of harmful microorganisms. So many kinds of disease can be happen because of this harmful microorganisms. Okay, then after that, pathogens are there. Pathogens are those microorganisms which cause disease. So here some diseases are there that uh, like typhoid, cholera, hepatitis, gastrointestinal. Okay, so this kind of disease can be happen, can be caused because of these pathogens. Okay, so we should avoid that roadside food, junk food, and this is our mini lecture regarding this particular chapter known as cell structure and microorganism. Hope you understand all the basic concepts in this particular chapter.